those operator choices. Let's head on over to them. And here we've got an IQ actually popping up here.
IQ IQ is okay, to be honest. It actually is to look out for a pulse, for a possible pulse, or to get rid of Valkyrie cams, because the thing is that you want to repeal outside on windows, get control from outside, and you don't want to have any Valkyrie cams annoy you, because you can on cafe you can throw the Valkyrie cams on positions where you're like, where's the camera, and you're just wasting precious time searching the camera. So you use IQ to just get rid of those cameras. We have a Valkyrie, so it's pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, a lot of the times what we'll see is a Valkyrie toss up a cam. Let's see if we can spot it over here. Thrown outside, we'll go ahead over here to piano window. Piano window, this one we're facing at right here. You throw it out this here, and you can get it on the side building, which actually isn't shown in the spectator view here. But basically, there's a wall that you can get it on. It spots this entire 90-degree, two sides of the entire building.
Yeah.
Very great intel for a defender.
And it's so high. You can throw it so high where literally no one watches. The thing, when you see it one time, you know where to aim. But there is also on the on library, for example, a bomb site, 2 windows. You can also throw a camera out there, so you get control over that.
Okay.
Where you probably won't, no operator, no opponent will see it. So, for example, you can put it onto the climber, like on the cooling machine, etc. There's so many possibilities for Valkyrie cams where you get control, vision control outside, which is incredible. But again, also, this is always what I say, vision is key in this game. And with IQ, you deny this Valkyrie vision outside, and you need this because there's so many peeking potentials. Like, you can go outside from bakery, you can go outside from the garage, you can just jump outside the library stairs and get spawn peeks, etc. If someone is repelling, he's dead. He can be picked, he can be peeked, he can be found with a camera, he's dead.
And you can see Duckies was just utilizing that electronic sensor, seeing if there might be either a C4 on potentially the drop hatch, which we've seen before, not recently, but we have seen it before. We've also checking out to see if there was a pulse, not necessarily the case here. But Titan, however, is the one operator from the defensive side that's not necessarily on the top floor. However, we do have two of our attackers who dropped. They're now inside of red. Wall's going to get opened up. You also have Benz. I'm sorry. That is Bones, not Benz, Bones. Able to get that shot down onto Grade, and Nova's going to pick up the trade as Kens and Rams get a shot of themselves onto Nova and ZZ. Taking a quick look at the engagement here. Titan's still going to sit on the back of the white stairs as Breezy is going to sit right on the other side of the A or B bomb. Now, this is a spot you typically don't see someone. You can't necessarily see it from above, but here he is.
Look at it, it's like a tight corner.
He's waiting for Bones to move in, goes for the shots, cannot land it, gives away his position, throws the C4. Will he get it from underneath? He's going to toss it, doesn't get anyone. That's going to leave Titan taking a couple bullets to the chest, but he'll be able to land the shots down onto Bones and finish him off. Looking for the flank from Piano. Is Breezy going to come up the red stairs? It looks like he's trying to. However, Rams is going to be moving into bar here in just a moment as he tries to go for the push. However, Titan sees the Claymore, shoots and pushes on in. Doesn't see Rams in time. Oh, he actually does. The diffuser does not get planted. Titan able to get one. Can he get two? The potato does not land the shots, and Ken is able to pick up the kill. Breezy, however, is able to trade it off. It's now a one-on-one with still 45 seconds to go. Plenty of time. The operators know where they are, where each other are. Who's going to get this shot here? We'll have to stay tuned and see. Easily not able to get the shots. Breezy peeks on up. Just cannot get the shots either. A couple bullets go towards Easily, but he's going to have to back on out. Avoid the impact grenade coming his way. And he still has one frag grenade left. And Breezy peeks on out from the A bomb site. There's not going to be any damage done just yet. Some more damage, but no kill. And there's going to be the final shots from Breezy. Lands it onto Easily, and that's going to be SoaR, securing round 1.
Those names. Breezy lands it on Easily, and Rams and Cams and Bones. Sorry, I had to laugh about that.
I feel like I'm Dr. Seuss over here writing my own books.
But the execution, I like the way that how they executed. It was fast. They had 1 minute on the bomb site. The problem was that the diffuser, actually the guy planting the diffuser, was not covered. He was not covered, so the backstep worked out like a charm. And then the duel, I don't know why Capitao actually searched this standoff. He could have taken the diffuser, planted a camera or a drone if he would have had. I'm not sure if he had one, but I think so. So he could have just put his camera on the lawn, in the launch. I think there were still drones left in the piano room, so it would have. He could have taken his time. He had 56 seconds.
Yeah, I was more so reluctant to see, or wondering why we didn't see Capital covering the white hallway, which was coming up behind Thermite. Now, yes, there's a Claymore, but as you just saw, Claymores can be spotted, can be destroyed, and Castle did that successfully, stopped the diffuser from being planted, and ultimately, I think that was the turning point.
Yes.
Yes, it came down to a one-on-one, but the turning point was getting that Thermite killed before the diffuser got planted.
Yes. I mean, the position behind the B-bomb site was pretty nice. I liked it. I liked the idea. What was funny that the shots just didn't hit. I mean, he had such a good position, but still, I mean, now Echo. We have been seeing games where Echo was a game changer.
Yep, we've seen it on Oregon.
Yeah,
we've seen it on Consulate. Very, very unique spots that you can put the yokai in.
Yeah. The Roomba.
The Roomba, yes. And so now here's Titan outside on the south windows towards the back alley. He opens it up and this guy decides he's going to scoot all the way up top. He's going to open up that drop hatch without needing to utilize any additional resources. ZZ's clearing out all the cameras downstairs and also inside a bakery and moving on over to the red stairs, moving on up though. Now we do have Ken's. Ken's appears to be inside of the mining room. He's actually inside a train. Looks like ZZ will spot him out, gonna tap him with one zap potentially. There's one zap, that's gonna give him 10 damage as his drone does get destroyed. Nova's here to try to push onto the information he's been given. Ken's knows that he's cornered now. Nova's going to push on over to the side. Ken's going for the shots. He does strafe, get the headshot. Very nice job by Ken's as Duckies is able to get that shot onto Great. Duckies gets a second kill onto Titan, and that's going to be a 5-3, or sorry, 5-2 right now. Still half the round left to go. Now Ken's with that engagement down inside of Train took quite a bit of damage from Ash, but he did escape with his life. There's no Doc alive though on his team to end up healing him back up. So he's going to stay licking his wounds inside of the freezer as he lets Ducky try to finish off ZZ, who's repelled outside of the piano room.
That's a very good position here.
Now there's that yokai. That's going to cause a little bit of a disturbance here. That's going to force him to kind of step on down, look for that yokai. And again, it's just going to be constant distractions. Breezy, however, is able to push in and get that shot onto easily, trying to turn the odds back into his favor. He's going to come around to the top of White Stairs and be taken down by Bones. Last one for the attackers is going to be ZZ. He's going to try to hop up here. He's going to go for a nice drop inside of Bar, but he's got to do it quick. He's got to be accurate, and there's going to be Jaeger. Can he get the shot down onto him? He downs him, looks down, gets a second kill, but cannot get the third one, and Duckies is there to land the bullets down onto ZZ.
That was well played. I mean, opening by Kent, then running back to have actually the bait into Duckies. It was well played. The execution from SoaR was oh my god. The execution actually didn't. It looked like stuttering. It wasn't convincing.
It didn't feel cohesive.
Yeah.
The attack there from SoaR did not feel cohesive enough to the point that it needed to be, and obviously it showed because Lethal won the round.
Yes, and in a very good fashion. It was like, yeah, it was like one by one. They didn't have the team communication. The sync wasn't there.
Yep.
There was some stuff missing.
So hopefully their in-game leader, their teams are gonna.
They have to
adapt mid-game. They had to adapt mid-game. This is no time for a timeout, a break, touch base with the manager to get intel. This is a matter of how strong is your in-game leader, and are they able to recommend the corrections, the adaptations that your team needs to get the win?
In my opinion, you still can now talk about the last round. Lose this round, it wouldn't matter because it still matters because the opponent team gets a point, but still it's just a 2-1 in the first map. So you can talk about it and find a way. So there's many possibilities to now calm down, that the in-game leader says, okay guys, take a breath. What was the mistake? What happened here? And maybe find the issue. Maybe an operator pick wasn't suiting for a player, or the position just didn't work out.
Yep.
We'll see.
So we are seeing that IQ pick again, as well as we've got Buck and Ash and Capitao and Hibana. This is, again, a very strong lineup, a very gun-oriented, a very gun-heavy lineup for the attackers. Now, it's not SoaR this time. It looks like it's Lethal. But none difference. We still have a gunfight ready to ensue here by Lethal. Now, very good drone here. Duckies is able to get some intel.
It's like so many light operators.
You've got four of the operators here are 3-speed. I mean, they're raring to just rush in, but they need to get the communication down. They need to get their intel first. You can't just go in blindly, regardless of how fast you are.
Yes, exactly. They have all strong guns. I mean, the Commando.
So they've cleared out top floor. They're all dropping in at the same time, ready to rush in. This is where they're going for a trade, if not just an all-out flush of this top floor. Rames is going to open up the drop hatch. You can definitely see Buck opening up the kitchen, or sorry, the train roof.
Yeah, the piano floor.
Now Titan's got a little escape route for when the drop hatch above him gets opened up. He hears it. He's going to have to move on over to a different location inside of Reading. You've also got Great, who's in here. He's going to be sitting right behind Titan. Now their escape route's kind of barricaded behind him. The two impact grenade holes that they had are now gone. Not within a distance reach. Kent is going to be droning out, spots Doc or Rook inside of the train room. He's going to try to get a different angle on him. Goes on over to the couch. Looking to land some more shots down onto him. Over here, we're looking at Duckies. He's coming down red stairs, looking for the shots onto Breezy, who's peeking around over the edge, just very narrowly missing his toes, not peeking around. Easily again, trying to destroy the roof above. That's forcing Doc and Rook to both relocate where they're at. Rams has his on his drone. He's going to look for the shots to call out the information. 55 seconds to go. The top floor is being terrorized. We do have someone who's dropped. It looks as though it's going to be Ash. He dropped through the drop hatch, spots Breezy, lands a couple bullets, not able to get the final kill, but Rams comes in with the wall bang onto ZZ. You also have Breezy, who's going to get killed off and down. Now you've got Rams moving on in. Kent is going to pick it that kill. Great's going to fall by Rams, and now you've got just a 5-on-2 as the shots go flying. Rams gets the shots onto Great. Titan gets Kent, and now it's a 4-on-2 with Titan falling. 3-on-1, 20 seconds left to go. You've got Doc Nova, the last one alive. He has shown massive potential, and he's now trying to get the clutch here. With 70 health under Dream, he's going against 3 players. Rams is going to get that diffuser planted. You've got Bones holding on to the fireplace push, as well as Ducks. He's going to be inside a green train. Nova's going to try to prone his way, but he decides to go over towards the main hallway. Bullets are again going to go flying, but miss. Rams will be killed off. He's got to look to his left. Goes for the shots on the Bones, and it does not land. The headshot will fall into Nova and drop him.
It's sad for Nova because he did a very good job in dodging and moving himself. But there we saw actually the abilities of those fast operators.
Yep.
Lethal just gets info and is ready, set, go. Info and in.
IQ and Ash both dropped through the hatch before any of the defenders realized it. And then you had, I believe it was Ash or IQ, one of the two, caused the distraction, trying to go against Breezy and easily. And next thing you know, the wall bang from ZZ came in and just annihilated them.
Yes, that was just... yeah, that was really well played. Getting control really quick and in a dominant fashion. Also, they show presence on the map. This is something, I mean, there's so many mind games in this game that everyone comes in, everyone is there, the teamwork is okay. So Lethal will be like, come on guys, let's do this. And they had this is a very spectacular pick of operators, which they did. I mean, 4 lights.
I think it's worth noting that a lot of teams, almost like we had suggested, was when you pick 4 3-speed operators and a 2-speed, a lot of players, a lot of teams, a lot of people out there will assume that means rush in right away, go for a very quick plant within the first 60 seconds. That's not what Lethal did.
No.
Lethal took the time, they played slow, they got the intel they need. When it came time to make that push, they did it like a lightning bolt, and they were very successful at it. Their execution time is what these operators are chosen for, not necessarily a very quick push from the start.
Exactly. It doesn't mean that you have to rush within the first 10 seconds, but it comes down to the speed on how you execute and when you execute. And then everything has to work out like a charm. And look at what happened. It was like, okay, that was like an opera. It just worked.
Yep. To me, it reminds me of watching Men in Black, and you see M tell K, don't push the red button when they're in the car.
Yes, exactly.
And then he pushes the red button, and it just, quick as a lightning bolt, goes in and just massacres everything. So that's what I see. When I see teams that are able to execute that speed at that quick with that execution level, to me, that's what I like seeing in a very well-developed team.
Yeah. But this is also based on a lot of practice. The guys know each other.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the pro level is about, that they are having the possibility to have executions like this. I mean, everything has to be decided within split seconds.
So Sledge is up here. He's disoriented. Going to throw a nade out, try to give himself some cover. He thinks that someone's going to be pushing in. And until that disorientation goes away, there's going to be another burst. That's Titan disoriented for the next 20 seconds. Now he's going to rush on in, gets hit once more. Now Ducky was able to take down Nova, as well as a knife in the back of the head. And that's Titan falling down. Very nice job by Duckies. We've got a 5-on-3 situation here with half the round left to go. ZZ's going to be on top, going to fall down through Skylight. He's going to turn around, face Cigar, and in the process take a couple bullets of damage from Valkyrie. Looking at Great, he's been down inside a bar. You've got Breezy coming on in from the top of Red. They're trying to collapse on in. Kenj is going to pick up ZZ as Breezy is going to get easily. And right there, all the Z's that I can possibly say, except for Bones, is going to take Breezy and Great down together.
Those names. This is really good. But the drone play on Echo, that was genius.
So a lot of players, again, I feel that was a great use of the yokai. A lot of times, players will take the yokai, stick them around the bomb site. Bomb site was downstairs, inside of the train room.
Yes.
So for the fact that you know that they're going to try to push top floor, you know that that's where the push is going to be. You've got most of your attackers up there, most of your defenders. Bring that yokai up there. Use that to kind of cause the havoc, take the upper hand.
Yeah, and he totally took one player out. There was no chance. Actually, who was it? Was it ZZ?
It was Sledge. Sledge
was
pushed
Sledge,
on in.
yeah.
I believe it was. I don't think it was ZZ. I think it was Titan.
Yeah, Titan was it. I mean, he got literally trolled by this drone. He got that was just okay. I just jump up again and you just don't see me.
The disrespect.
Yeah,
I'll
it
tell
was
ya.
completely like yeah.
The yokai disrespect in this game. People these days.
He said, "Stay. I need to vacuum clean. Don't make it dirty again, or else."
Nonetheless, that is Lethal Gaming going up 3-1 on this game. This again is the first map in this best-of-3 series. This is the winner's bracket. The winner from today's series will go into the grand finals, play the winner of the loser's bracket, which we will then show here on stream next. And again, when we have updates for the game between Set to Destroy and Allegiance, when we have the updates for that game, we'll be sure to flash them up on stream for you. They are underway in their first map of their best-of-3 series here in the moment. And great double thinking on where that barbed wire is going to be placed down. Keeping an eye here, I want to spot where Capital's out. Now, so Capital right here he's outside by the bakery window watching garage. And this is basically to help protect any kind of flank or peek from the doorway which he's looking at for the west or the south windows that he's about to go up here.
This is also what I explained. This is so dangerous on this map. Every wall can be just
has a counter to it.
Yeah, has an easy counter to it. You can just jump out and get the kills.
Yep. So Rams is at the top of Red. He dropped through the hatch, opened up the door, or opened up the wall into Piano, and he's going to move on over. We do have Ken's here as well, who also tried clearing it out. You saw the pre-fire from Rams going into the reinforced wall. Now Ken's is going to spot this opening here. He sees one wall is now able to be shot through. He's going to rush on in. And it looks as though Doc will be killed off by Bones. Very nice job by Lethal Bones there. Ducky's in Fireplace coming up from underneath, trying to hunt the Castle on the white stairs. Now Castle's very cautious of a push from above and below him. He's going to be hitting off with IQ here in just a few moments. However, two of the attackers, that's Capital and Thermite, have both taken massive damage. Breezy as well will find a couple bullets onto his feet. He's going to be limping away from that.
That is a good crossfire position now. And the call was golden.
We've got Rams here peeking in from Piano, trying to land some shots into the freezer. But again, no shots will go as ZZ from downtown through the freezer, through the bar, is able to get those shots on the Rams. Gets another one onto Bones. Turns the odds in his favor as it's now a 4-on-5. 45 seconds left to go. Easily still top. He's going to drop in top of the Red. He's going to drone it out first, though. Ducky coming up from behind. Titan is there. He's going to throw the flashbang. That's going to blind Titan, but will he be able to get the kill? He downs him, gets the kill, but he's got to look above because you're going to have Great there, ready to take the ready to take the trade. There's another flashbang coming. Great's going to strafe across, try to get the kill. That's going to blind Great. And will he be able to recover from that in time? Ken's and Breezy able to each pick up a kill. And now it's a 2-on-2. 20 seconds left to go. Ducky's still at the top of White Stairs. You've got Breezy and SoaR. I'm sorry, Breezy and Great both here in the back of bar. Looks like ZZ's going to take the shots on the Kens. Look on over and get a double kill into Ducky. And that's going to be SoaR taking round number 5.
I don't understand. I mean, they again went for the kills. Where was the diffuser?
Diffuser was in the hands of Thermite, and when he died, it did not get re-picked back up, I don't think.
And it was safe to pick. They could have taken control on the plant.
Yeah, it seems like they made the push onto the B bomb site, or A bomb site, and they were both there. They knew they were pinching them together. It's just the attackers' cooperation and communication just wasn't as good as the coverage of ZZ.
It was completely off at that point. But also, you have to say that both defenders were really far into the bomb site. They were hiding, and it came down to the peak, and the peaks were lost.
Yep.
And even IQ, I mean, IQ had to come around the whole corner to actually see someone. So, yeah, it's all about timing, and that was well played.
Very well done by SoaR.
Yeah, I mean, that Nova died early, that was a very good engagement, to be honest. Thermite won this one pretty, decisive. I mean, it was like, okay, I take you. Sad because that when Valkyrie actually retreated into the freezer, she was actually relying on this dock to help her. But also, why is Valkyrie just running through there like yellow when there is a skylight? Everyone knows there's probably someone on the skylight.
Yeah, I think part of the issue, and we can see the correction to the issue here, is they left this freezer wall open, one of the walls. They reinforced one, left the other one open so they could peek through, but at the same time, keep those walls barricaded, or fortified, bring a mute, bring a bandit, make sure they can open it up instead of allowing them to just bring anything to open it up, really. So we are here underway in the attack phase. You see Titan on the south windows. He's looking to get the shot, lands it onto easily as he is not paying too much attention to the window. That's part of the benefit to having Sledge. He's able to open up an entire window very quickly, pulls out his weapon, and is able to get that surprise kill. Now Rams is underneath. He's going to go for a second one. He downs him, but does get killed in the process. He's going to call it out to his team, though. Great's going to get that kill, pick it on up. Very nice job. Now it's a 4-on-3. Still over 2/3 of the round to go. Breezy's going to drone beneath him, as we do have more killing in action to follow suit in the remaining minutes of this round.
Actually, but falling to a sledge that opens that window that way.
I mean, seeing how much trouble Titan had with the Yokai last time, having it taken out, having Echo killed off very early on is monumental to the victory that they're looking to get today.
Yeah. It was actually Yokai doing a lot of work there. Because there was no calls, he just died, and then still enough information.
ZZ, though, picking up the headshot onto Ken's, again, turning more and more in the favor of SoaR to try and tie it back. We're watching Ducky here inside a piano. He's looking down towards Cigar Lounge. Breezy's going to drone him out in just a few moments. Nova's trying to come up from underneath. ZZ's going to push on in, tries to wallbang just a little bit. Doesn't spook Ducky at all just yet. Bones is looking for the shots downtown. Looks as though Ducky did pick up that shot into ZZ. He's going to strafe across, get a second one. Now Great's going to try to move on over, get a peek of himself, and Ducky's is able to get back to piano to cover. And he's going to go for another reattempt here to get Great and Breezy. It's a 2-on-2 at the moment.
This is how fast it can turn. I mean, you had the two-man advantage, and then you just pop up one by one against the mute. No go.
Here's Breezy. He's going to fall. Ducky able to get another kill. Moving on over. He's going to get the 4K. No, he doesn't. And that's going to make it a 1-on-1. It's now Great versus Bones. Bones is stuck inside of the cocktail lounge between A and B. He's looking to see where is Great going to push in from. He's got to either push from white or red stairs. Is he going to look the wrong direction? There should be a Valk cam. I'm sorry, there will not be a Valk cam. There is no Valk. But there should be some way of telling where Great is going to be. He's given away his position. And we can see Bones moving around trying to figure out where exactly he needs to be. He's going to peek around the corner. The headshot's going to be there, and Bones is going to land it down to make it match point for Lethal.
Wow. This actually at the beginning it didn't look like this, but the team played, or well, actually Ducky. It was so well played that he punished them for one by one. I mean, why was Thermite was peeking into piano without having any possible backup? when knowing that there's someone there who has a lot of hiding potential, he can lay anywhere.
Yeah,
so
I
you
think
just,
the big mistake.
Yeah.
So Thermite opened up the wall. He was trying to get the cover, trying to hold the side, but at the same time, the push from I think it was ZZ, pushed on in, and unfortunately, it was just a matter of you weren't even trying to clear with your partner.
Yes.
You made the assumption he had the cover,
Yep.
and it just turned out that he didn't get the kill.
Yep.
So with that, as you see it, ladies and gentlemen, we are unfortunately going to have to go to another remake, another break in just a few short moments. But it's 4-2 right now. Lethal's up. They showed a lot of potential playing against Set to Destroy earlier. They won, I think, their matches 6-4 and 6-5.
Yeah.
So they've got it in them to go win the overtime matches. They've got it in them to win the motivation game,
Yes.
we'll say.
Yeah.
It seems like that's what's going to happen here. Right now, they've got that motivation.
It comes down now, right? Like we said, they're now in the zone. But from what we saw, Ducky just stepped it up. He was just genius in his play. He was a bit unlucky not getting Capitao down in the time, but still he had the call. Bones just could relax and win the round.
Yeah, so guys, with that, we are going to take just a short break. So stick around, and we'll be back in just a few short moments. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our winners bracket semifinals, if you will.
Yes.
Between SoaR Gaming and Lethal Gaming. Now, we are waiting for everyone to get back in lobby here, just one more minute or so. But what I want to point out, or one of the things I want to ask you guys is, when it comes time for overtime, and we've had a disconnect, there is every single time we have to remake the lobby, get teams back in, and there's a coin flip that happens. There's a coin flip that happens, and basically that is the admins coin flipping, saying who's going to take which side. And we want to know from you. There's going to be a straw poll, a link set in channel, a straw poll, for you guys to kind of give us feedback on, do you think we should show that coin flip on stream? Would you like to see that? And I think that straw poll, I think we're looking to get, I want to set the goal of let's get at least 500 votes on that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a few thousand people here watching us right now. I want to see at least 500 votes as to should there be a coin flip shown on stream for overtime when that need arises. So I know one of the admins, when they see this, is going to throw that in channel, throw that straw poll in for us. So without any further ado, other than that, we expect to see your votes. Other than that, let's get started here. We are on Cafe. It is 4-2 right now. We have Lethal in the lead, 4-2. SoaR is going to be on defense. Lethal going to be on attack. Let's see how this is going to roll here for SoaR.
Still possible map point, and this is for SoaR a very high pressure situation, but still they could say, okay, well, it's Cafe Dostoevsky. We don't care. Let's just lose it and get it over and just get into the next map and win this one so we get into the last map. But still, this is something I actually always would say just be the team that has the first map advantage, because you just build up so much pressure on the opponent's team that they tend to break on it. So it's going to be really hard for SoaR right now to have the comeback.
So here is going to be, I think, where IQ is going to be playing a more important role. Now that we've got SoaR selecting Pulse, what I expect Pulse to be is inside of the train room, telling the team who's outside on vents, outside of the mining room. But what we're going to see is possibly IQ there. IQ being in train, or I'm sorry, not in train, inside of the piano, looking down to try to get that kill. But as we see, we do have another unfortunate disconnect here. SoaR is going to have to back on out. We'll have to get this lobby remade, unfortunately, once more. But while we wait for this to happen, let's talk about how do you think the defense will change trying to hold a mining and dining room? When you're trying to hold that train room down with the changes in operators, the changes in the meta, what sort of things do you see different about holding this bomb site?
A pulse changes a lot of things, because the pulse can, first of all, you can put him anywhere. You can put him even very aggressive onto the piano room. So he can actually watch the walls. If there's someone repelling, where are they? He can get information, which is not that much played, but I've seen it, and I've been seeing it executed effectively. But also what you can do is have the pulse below the hatch in the train room. And get info, okay, where's Buck? So you can maybe take out Buck, because everything, again, is wooden, so you have vertical gameplay, you can just shoot through. So those information are good. What you also could play is you can put pulse into the library. Anywhere. To get information, okay, where are they building up? Sometimes people are executing or actually building up their position to execute from the side stairs, from the cafeteria downstairs.
I think if you can be sneaky about it and maybe bring a mute jammer to try to ward off the drones, you might be able to stick yourself behind the hallway of red stairs. Also the red carpet. If you outside reading that red carpet, you go all the way back close to the hallway where you have that table, the Christmas tree. Sometimes you'll see people stick themselves in that little cubby, that little corner. Possibly stick a pulse there. You'll be able to see when they're coming in from red, if you're able, or from the window. If you're able to be quiet enough, be sneaky enough, be stealthy enough, you'll be able to basically get that wall bang if you can. So because a lot of times the attacker's focus is from red stairs into mining. If you're able to stay undetected in that cubby, you could potentially get a kill there.
There's a lot of possibilities, as I said, for him, where you can put him. You can also put him with an assistance of a rook, for example, onto piano, where he gets info, and the rook actually is the turret that kills everyone. Have the dropper open so you can actually retreat through it if it's getting too hot, because you have to have some sort of fallback strategy.
Agreed.
So there's again a lot of possibilities, but what everyone will do, it doesn't matter what bomb site you defend. piano room. Piano room is like the key room.
Yes.
And this is what you want to defend. So either you defend it from downstairs with the pulse getting info. Okay, where are they? They're okay. They probably will enter through a window. They will enter through the dropper on top, anywhere. But it literally, I would say he probably goes into piano or below piano.
So one of the things I don't see happen too much, and I would like to see more of it happen from an attack standpoint, when the bombs are second floor in the train, mining room, and dining. I don't see many attacking teams push white stairs and try to open up the white stairs wall into fireplace. Why do you think that is?
That's hard to say. First of all, you can well, that's hard to execute because you have so many ways of how you can be backstabbed. You can be backstabbed from below. You can be backstabbed through a dropper from upstairs into the washing machine room, and then be backstabbed. You can have someone that is in the bar cocktail lounge area upstairs can come down the stairs. There's so many possibilities of someone just coming anywhere. You would need a lot of drones, a lot of capacities of operators to cover you opening that. Still also that through the fireplace, for example, you open up the wall, you have to find really a tight angle of your termite charge where you can open it up that you cannot be shot directly through the fireplace hole.
Gotcha.
So you don't need to cover the dining room directly with an operator that you have someone in there. No, you can just use the small fireplace hole and defend out of there, or destroy the wall next to it. There's a lot of flanking potential, etc. You can also have people inside the library that flank you with wallbang. Everything is possible, and this is the hard part. It was a thing at the beginning that they actually opened the B bomb site, just B wall open, plant, GG. But it happened to be, countered by aggressive play. Just someone being outside, being sneaky, being a roamer, and then just buying time.
Speaking of the mute pulse, which you were just talking about, we do see a mute being played by ZZ, which I believe he played earlier.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of are they gonna make a combination between the two, or are they gonna play a combination somewhere else? Because at the same time, that mute jammer, the noise of that is loud enough that I think it might cover up the sound of that heartbeat sensor being pulled out.
Exactly. And what I also would like to see is to have a mute play in a different way, that he uses his mute jammers to actually hide himself as a roamer, but also be a bit more mobile. So he picks them up again, puts them somewhere else again, so that, all his movements can maybe just be read by some mute jammers which are anywhere on the map. So he can cover a pulse and even assist the pulse by being inside the jammed zone.
And so Duckies is here. His drone is in second floor red carpet. He's going to spot the castle wall, knows that there's going to be at least one, if not two people inside a library. And I think this is where he's going to want to push in. At least if he's not going to push in from second floor, he's going to push in from top and go for possibly a wall bang. Or a floor bang in that case. We do have Titan sitting on top of the white stairs between second and third floor. Let's take a quick look at where Pulse is sitting. Pulse is inside of this reading room, and this is where I think IQ, again, is going to clash into great. Taking a look from above, we do have ZZ, who's that mute. We see him here on top floor. Now that mute jammer, again, good placement to try to stop a drone from seeing on over, but the nade takes it out, also takes out all of his cover. That's going to force ZZ to play it very cautiously. I don't think I've seen a nade take out all three desks like that before. Very good placement.
I didn't see that. That's interesting to know.
We also have Nova, who's going to be droned out by Easily and Bones. Now, we do have Ash and Sledge. Both have dropped in. Castle Wall is going to get opened up. Ash is going to go for a peek. Lands just a few bullets on the Nova, but also takes some damage in return. That's going to allow Kens to push forward. However, Bones is going to pick up that kill, and now Titan's going to be on those white stairs, looking down towards the hallway. He does get droned out by Easily. He's been called out. We also have Valkyrie. That's Breezy, who's taking quite a bit of damage. He's down to about 10 to 15 health. And it looks as though he's going to have to play it very safe from now on. Rams has taken over control of Piano. We've also got Ash and Buck inside, going to destroy and drone out some more.
And they now have full control of the upstairs.
They do have full control, however, let's take a quick look. Is that IQ going to get on down? It looks as though she's going to use that power of that 5.52 to hold on to the flank from red stairs. The C4, though, from Breezy is going to annihilate Easily. Looks like that might have come up from the train room drop hatch. The Rams narrowly escaping death there as well. Now we can see ZZ inside of mining room. Ramps is going to give away his position here in a few moments. He's probably going to lay a couple bullets down once he sees somebody. But Breezy stuck inside a fireplace at the moment. He's waiting for a drop. He knows there's barbed wire here. He's got the angle, the upper hand, because right now the attackers don't necessarily know exactly where that's coming through. But the smoke grenade is going to cover the plant. So you can see the ghost shots coming down, trying to land some bullets onto Ash. Land some, but it's Titan and ZZ able to pick up those 2 kills onto Bones and Ramps. That turns it into a 4-on-2 favorite for SoaR at the moment. Duckies is going to have the full health as Kenz has 1 bullet left to go, or 1 health. He's able to evade every single bullet as if he's a ghost and picks up the kill onto Titan. Now Kenz is stuck inside of the train museum right now, but he will be downed and will be killed off in just a few more minutes. 15 seconds to go. You're going to have Ducky who drops on. You're going to know it here. SoaR is looking to get the final kill, and it's Breezy able to get the headshot onto Ducky as he strafes across.
And that was actually using the dropper. SoaR did a great job here in actually, defending that dropper. That dropper was open, and they knew, okay, they got their speedy setup, so they will use it again. Executed like this again, and then they just got shut down. They completely got shut down. Also not having a dock, so Nova was on Jaeger, bought a lot of time. I liked actually the idea how they took away, how they took out Nova, just because he had no chance to retreat in any kind of way. There was literally no chance for him.
I think it was very well done how Lethal took over the top floor, but when it came time to making that final push, it seems like they took too much time getting set up. They were forced to go down in a train. And the bad thing, so that drop hatch in train is very useful for clearing out the train, trying to force the defenders to move. It's not necessarily the best to drop from and try to make your engagement. Because as soon as you drop, you now have 2 bomb sites, 1 on either side of you. You know the defenders are in there, and now it's just a matter of, okay, you're being automatically crossfired. You're being put into a crossfire situation. And that's exactly what happened to Lethal.
And exactly, there was ZZ with Valkyrie, was it ZZ? Oh, Valkyrie actually, behind the bomb. And just spraying in there, holding the line, just spraying the line. And tech is so hard, the guys who drop down, because they just drop down. There is not a safe drop that you can say, okay, I drop down like semi behind the wall. No, you just drop down right in front of the face. And this is something which is just way too dangerous actually to do. Like 1 or 2 times. What I miss right now from Lethal on this side, what they actually did is some sort of variety. Play different, play different. I mean, they had their speedy setup, which was now completely annihilated. It just didn't work.
So for those of you, the score right now is 4-3. Lethal Gaming is on match point right now. This is the first map. And so we will have to see, is Lethal Gaming going to take this round, take the win of map number 1, and we will move on to map number 2 should that happen. ZZ, however, is going to get that first kill onto Kenz and drop him down early on. Looking over here at Great, he's going to be having that diffuser in hand, going to get up on top of the vents, as well as Ash. I want to see Ash drop first. Seeing as how you've got the diffuser, Great, you stay put, let your team go ahead of you, or drop the diffuser and then go for the push. But it looks as though Great's just waiting for some more intel before he goes for the final peek. Very slow. It seems a very slow but methodical push here from SoaR. They're taking their time, getting the intel they need.
They're already in the lead. They're 1 kill in the lead. They're taking their time now to get control of the upper bomb site. But
so it looks as though we've got ZZ. He's going to be going up against Valkyrie, who's very well hurt. Ducky's inside a piano. He's going to have to relocate himself here in just a moment. I believe he hears the rappel outside. That is Buck on the window. We do see the yokai drone, though. He's going to be inside a piano trying to get some more intel. He's going to hold off the white stairwell. Now, Great is inside of here. I believe they're actually inside a freezer. They might have pushed on in. He's going to drone back out. Now, he did not see the yokai drone, so he's just watching for white stairs, and then he's going to move on over into piano eventually down White Hall. But as we have Buck repelling in, Duckies is able to pick up 1 kill on the Buck. Nova's going to get that trade very quickly and down him down. It's a 4-on-3 at the moment, 55 seconds left. It looks like SoaR's going to start picking up the pace here as the wall between the mining room and red stairs will get opened up by Breezy after a quick pre-fire. You're going to have Nova start to open up some of the floor below or some of the floor above. Going to take a little bit of damage himself, gets rid of the bandit charges, and that's going to allow Thermite to get that wall opened up. Great. Trying to hold the flank and hold the side from mining room. Walls gets opened up. Titan's going to move on into mining room here from the window. You see Ken's on the left, but just yet Titan doesn't see him. Strafes across. Ken's is able to get that kill on the Titan, drop him down. It's now a 3-on-3, turns the corner, and Breezy is there to pick up the kill. A 3-on-1 now. I'm sorry, a 2-on-2 as Rams is able to pick up the trade. Easily going to be inside of Train as well as Rams. They're both moving on in. Diffuser trying to get planted as there were just moments to go. Diffuser does get planted, and now it's a 1-on-2 with Capital falling. It's a 1-on-1 right now. Diffuser has been planted. However, Nova has been injured, and it will be Lethal winning the round. They're winning map number 1 on Cafe.
And that was like the frag and refrag. I mean, you saw it even on your screen. It was always, okay, there was a frag happening, and then there was the next one peaking, refrag, frag, refrag, frag, refrag. What SoaR had as an issue, I mean, they took their time after they were in the lead, but they took a bit too much time for my taste. And the next part of that was the batteries.
Yep.
They relied on Ash opening it up, and then Ash was missing. Had to circle around to get actually in there, and that took a long time.
It took a long time. She did get the job done, and ultimately the diffuser did get planted. It's just a matter of it was kind of so close together that the operators went down, the deaths happened, the diffuser got planted. It was just after everything was said and done, it was an easy quote-unquote clutch for Lethal.
It was indeed, and also I like the headgear. Also, it was a 25-second push. I looked at when they went in, when the termite charge was blown up. There was 25 seconds left, and Lethal was all set up for a crossfire. When you go into this kind of direction, into mining, you have breaker walls, you have a reinforced wall probably, you have destructible walls, you have the train, and there's so many angles the defenders can take you, just take you out. That is really hard to have this under control without using the hatch, etc., etc.
It's very difficult, and as you saw, Lethal was fortunately able to get the win there. So guys, that was map number 1. We are going to take just a short break while we try to get the teams back in. We're going to create another lobby, but as you see right below on your screen, set to destroy won over Allegiant on map number 1. That was Consulate. They won 5-2. The next map to be played, let me take a quick look here. I don't have it off the top of my head. I want to say it is Cafe, but Clubhouse.
Clubhouse, yes.
Clubhouse is the map being played. So that is map number 2. They are just about to start that right now, and we're about to get everyone back in lobby for our second map, which is going to be Canal.
Yeah, that is going to be crazy, as SoaR is going to be on their map now. Yep.
So SoaR won this map against they won it against Allegiance in a very dominating factor. I mean, dominating show. In some cases, it did swap back and forth. It did go to overtime, but at the same time, I felt they were very strong. It always came down to like a 1-1 fight-off.
It came down to that, and they had Nova. But right now, Nova was having an issue.
Yeah, he seemed to be off his game a little bit.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, guys, we are going to cut to a short break, so stick with us, and we'll be back for map number 2 of this best-of-3 series. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and as you probably saw, we are not on Canal, we are here on Oregon, which is the map to be played. There was a miscommunication on my part. However, we're here, ready to go. SoaR's going to kick it off on attack, and we've got Lethal starting it off on defense. So, Oregon is a map that we saw earlier, not on stream for NA Xbox, but we did see it, I believe, for EU, correct?
Yeah.
And we saw a little bit of a similar hold, but different hold, and a little tweaks here and there. So I'm curious to see how we're going to see the top four held. We've seen some openings where the wall that Ken's is getting, sometimes a team will reinforce 0 parts of this wall, reinforce half, reinforce the entire thing. It looks as though we're going to see Ken's get the entire wall this time.
This is actually the wall to the small dorm. This is the wall where most of the teams have their own way, same as the attic. Like, do they reinforce the attic completely, use it to their advantage, or just leave it out because it's way too dangerous for the attackers to get it? Whatever. So there's a lot of ways, but the rest is like, this is like a standard play. I've been seeing, for example, that to the closet area next to Easily, that there's also rotationals.
So Easily's going for the peek onto Titan. I think Titan's got the upper hand and just narrowly misses Easily's face and pushes him off the doorway.
Lucky by him that he didn't got shot.
That's going to force Easily over into showers. What I expect him to do is hit this window open, wait for some intel, and then push on out when he needs to. He does have the Valk Cam here. Very different placement for the Valk Cam. What an arm on Valk to throw the cam all the way out there. He spots great, gets one kill, and he's going to rush back in. That's Capital falling. Diffuser has dropped, and that is going to scare SoaR.
And that is a lot of utility lost. I mean, when you want to execute, you probably execute here also onto the 30-second mark. You want the utility from Capital.
Yep. I mean, right now, due to the lack of collapse on the roamers, SoaR is giving Lethal first floor. Hands down, you can see Easily he's just rotating top of map, bottom of map, left and right, all the way around. Now he's trapped at the moment. He's going to have to take a couple bullets damage as he gets on over into Meeting Hall. But I think the kill was worth it, trying to get out there and get Capital. We do have Rams sitting inside of the small dorms. This is that middle dorms. He does get droned out by Titan, though. The EMP comes behind him, and that's going to force the wall to get opened up here.
Rams can call it now, but he's in a very good position.
He is actually sitting very nicely. Now, if Breezy decides not to drone this, this will be Rams getting the very much needed upper hand. He's sitting right here. He's got the very small corner. However, it looks like Titan's going to fall to Duckies. Taking a quick look over here, Bones is also trying to shoot out main window. Duckies is going to strafe across and pick up Nova for the second kill. A 5 or 4 on 2 now, as we do have ZZ and Breezy able to pick up Easily and Duck. And there's Rams and Ken's able to pick up a kill of the piece of themselves, and that's Lethal winning round number 1.
That was actually pretty good. There was action in front of the armory, in the lobby stairs, etc. There was a lot of firefighting going on, so Hibana actually didn't know where to go. And then suddenly Rook came around the corner and picked her off because the calls were there. We have engagements, we have engagements, we have engagements. And then, just the peak. And it was, Hibana was so distracted. GG. That was well played this round. I mean, Lethal did it really good. I mean, the opening by Pulse, taking out Capital, is already like in the face in a certain way.
Definitely. And so, I mean, Lethal, good execution there, able to get the win. Now we're going to have to see how SoaR decides they're going to defend for the first time in the dining room and kitchen. Now, this is a spot that is typically regarded as the third option to defend. Most of the time, you're going to see teams go bottom floor, go top floor, then this site, and then potentially red tower. However, we're seeing SoaR choose this first. What does that tell you about their mentality here?
This goes that they either have something prepared on this bomb site, which literally works way better for them. It could also mean that they say, okay, we don't want to go laundry supply, because laundry supply room, if we lose the A hatch, we lose this game. You could apply the same here onto the A bomb site. If you lose the door, it's already hard, and then have water tower, the small tower, lost to the wall loss, then it's also very hard to actually defend this one. But this actually shows about the mentality here right now. They show, okay, we are still in the game, we are still here, we are not afraid of showing you something new. We just go with it. We just show you now what we are about.
And a lot of times teams will reinforce all 4 walls in this corner. but you can see that the impact grenades have made it just easily accessible from the hallway. And we'll have to see if that goes in favor of Lethal or if it hurts them. But we'll have to see here.
The thing is that they have, in lockers and bathroom, they have Breezy there. So that is good.
So easily has managed to get his way into red, cleared out some of it, and now he's going to push on over either downstairs or into meeting hall. And it looks like he's going to do the latter. Moving on over here, he's going to clear it out. Hopefully there's not going to be a flank from behind him. Duckies, however, is going to be out by the farmlands, by the garden. And like we said, that door is paramount to stay covered.
And the thing is that Duckies could actually rotate to the door that close without being shot outside. Okay. But usually there's someone actually just aiming there for maybe a pixel peek or getting info or something.
Now on the back stairs is where Great is standing. We did just spot that was Ken's, who's out here on the dining hall roof. This is that connector roof between White Tower and the top floor bomb site. But we do have, I believe that is Jaeger and Castle, both here. Jaeger's going to go back down the stairs, taking a look at Nova though. Gas grenade's going to come out, and that's Ash falling with the headshot. Nova there. Now he's going to look down the main stairwell, which I believe is where Sledge is. Sledge's top floor. He's going to go look for the drone kill. Now Bones is able to pick up that kill onto Breezy, trying to even out man count, as Titan is going to pick up another one of himself. There's Rams going down. Duckies is going to go down as well from Great, but Bones is going to pick up Titan for the trade. It's now a 3-on-2 with 60 seconds left to go. Easily is going to be sideswiped by ZZ, and now he's going to push on in and go for the final kill into Bonesies.
Wow. That was now why SoaR picked this bomb site. And they played it really good. They played it spread out, but it also looked like Lethal was like, what? They're picking this bomb site? And it looked like they didn't know what to do. Like how to handle with the roamers, how to handle with the bomb site itself. There was no pressure at a certain point of time.
Yep. I think SoaR did an excellent job on their hold. And then you said it at the start. The reason they would choose this is if they feel very confident, if this is better for their style of play than it is for going basement or going top floor. And it showed right there. Their execution, their rotation was perfect, was spot on that round.
It's like on Chalet when Supremacy defends bar gaming room. It's like no one does it, but Supremacy does it. And they defend it so good that, okay, yeah. I think also that Supremacy is the only one that is allowed to defend that one because they do it really good.
Yep. So looking here, we are going to see a little bit of a different hold. We're going to see top floor inside of the meeting hall being held here. Looks like by easily, potentially Ken's. But with the reinforcements here, you can guarantee that somebody's going to be sitting either in meeting hall or up in the attic.
I think Smoke is going down because he's the last resort on the bomb spot.
Yeah.
So you don't want to have him in the meeting hall.
So Smoke has a very defined role when it comes to this bottom floor bomb site, just like when you're bottom floor inside a bank. He's going to be there for that ranged smoke throw to stop the plant from the front.
He has it on many bomb sites, to be honest, because, again, he has area which he can cover, like a lot of area, huge area. But Rams with Yokai, also a very good idea to
Ooh, ZZ and Breezy both rushing in from construction, able to just annihilate with all the roamers up top. They have taken over both bomb sites, annihilating, like you said, the Echo and the Smoke down low. They were not prepared for it. This is the rush. We've gone 30 seconds into the round. The diffuser has been planted, and right now the last one alive is Bones. He's going to come down from the front. There is no need for anything else other than a loss here from Lethal. I mean, you've got SoaR annihilating. Bones able to pick up one kill. What's going to happen here? You're going to have Great playing it great, getting the kill on a Bones. The quickest round we've seen all weekend from PC and Xbox.
That was really good. That was fast. I didn't even notice that first.
I agreed.
And it was just like rushing through. But there we also have it. I talked to a player about that. The setup about the droning. You just put on Oregon one drone in and say, okay, they're all meeting. Go push B. Just go push B. We can go so fast on there, and it worked.
Agreed.
And it took them way too long to actually reinforce everything. And
I think that is perfect in-game leadership about knowing, okay, we know that they're going for a top floor, heavy top roam or hold. We know that they're late on their reinforcements. We see that with our drones. Let's push in. I can tell you right now, they probably changed their spawns. They were most likely going to go for a forward or a junkyard push. They changed their spawns to construction, rush in through the construction entrance, got the win.
You can even start out on a construction and still build up a standard opening.
Agreed.
You just prepare for the possibility. And what happened here was literally it was just a great show of how you're supposed to do it, because it was way too slow. Lethal was so confident in that everything what they do is right.
I
So-
guarantee you right now that that round just turned the momentum inside of SoaR, or turned the momentum in favor of SoaR.
Yep.
And they are going to carry that momentum at least through this round and potentially the next round, because that's what's going to win them. This is keeping that momentum flowing forward.
But this is a one-timer. This won't work.
Agreed, that will
another
not work again.
time. Maybe in the last round, maybe if it goes overtime, it will work again one time. Because yeah, when they play like the A push, which everyone does, everyone gets used to it again. We start out to be slow, and then they can do it again and punish.
So it looks as though Rook rotated back downstairs. He's now on site on B, but was droned out by Easily. We can see Bones on top of red. He's going to be droning out some more as well as the rest of his team follows suit. Now Great has been spotted inside of the meeting hall. He's going to take a couple shots and barely miss. Looking on over, the Great is now stuck here in the meeting hall facing towards the back. He sees the wall get opened up. He's going to lay a couple shots of fire himself when he feels the need, but Rams's and Bones' drones will both be destroyed here by Breezy. Breezy's working his way. He's inside of the meeting hall looking up into attic. He's looking for Rams. He also sees above him is Easily. Easy's going to go for the peek here, but he pre-fires right above. And that's going to force Breezy to fall down through the drop hatch. And this is how Lethal is going to take over meeting hall. This is a very good execution, a very well thought out, planned execution.
Yeah, going through the attic, actually you have a lot of angles, and this is really good how you can clean it up, and then you can just now build up onto the A push.
Yep, so SoaR was able to waste about half the round for Lethal, forcing them to take over meeting hall, but drop hatches have been opened, top floor has been gained control of by the attackers. Now it all comes down to the original meta, or original idea on how do you take over the bottom floor? How do you hold the bottom floor from both sides of the playing card here?
Right now, I'm not even quite sure if they actually go through the A push. But yeah,
I think with
they're
60
going.
seconds left and there's still a 5-on-5, you've got the luxury of opening up the drop hatches, still having time.
Yeah.
If it was 2v2, you'd have a lot less options, but you still have a lot here.
We have seen a lot of B pushes in through the big tower, so this is also a possibility. But
Looks as though Duckies might be the first one to fall. Nova's already loading the angle. Looks as though he's going to take a couple bullets and try to shoot Kens' feet, but that's not going to happen. Now Kens is going to fall right next to Rams, and now they're ready to push on in. Kens is going to push in, but it's Breezy there, able to get a double kill onto Kens and Rams. He's going for the pistol kill. He gets the triple onto Easily, and Bones is going to get a double of himself. He turns around, Bones gets a double, and like we said, Breezy with the 4K here, trying to go for the 5th onto Bones. Now Titan and Bones are going to go at it, and Titan will get the final kill and drop it down. That's going to be SoaR holding down the bottom bomb site.
totally, and I don't know what Lethal was doing here. That was, I mean, using the dropper's okay, but it's not like the others hear you dropping down first, and they were stacked on the B-bomb side. And running around, I mean, the diffuser carrier just ran into the default position without actually looking right, and that was Bandit, and Bandit killing everyone. I mean, a double kill, a pistol kill, and a knife.
Yeah, I mean, he almost got the Grand Slam
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
If he
I
would have
mean,
just pulled off the
what?
ace, he would have had the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
But guys, I will mention again, we mentioned it earlier, and I know we've almost reached the goal. So there's going to be a straw poll, a link to a straw poll in the channel thrown out by one of the moderators here in just a few moments. Basically what that straw poll is saying is, do you want to see a coin flip for when an overtime is needed and a coin flip is needed to determine the size of the teams? Basically, when there's a disconnect mid-round or mid-game and we have to rehost due to overtime happening, an admin has always performed a coin flip, but it's never been aired on stream. It's never been aired on play. So is that something you would like to see? Take a vote, take a minute to go to that straw poll. You're going to have an admin or a mod in the channel. Throw that link in there. Please take your vote. Our goal was to get to 500 votes. We are currently at 478 votes total. So another 22 votes to go before we reach our goal.
Yeah.
If we reach it, I'm going to up that goal to 750. So I'm going to see you guys vote. I'm monitoring it here. I want to see this hit 750 now.
Let's go. Go, go. Did you vote?
I did vote. I did
okay.
vote. That's how I was able to see the results. I won't tell you what I voted for, but I did vote.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
So we are here underway in the attack phase. Bomb site's going to be top floor. Taking a quick look, we're going to see easily inside of the bathrooms. Top floor, though, is where we're going to have Duckies inside of Armory. Rams is going to be inside of the main hallway Armory corridor as Titan is rappelling up to the top of the roof over here.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Activating drone.
Titan's pushing on from the balcony. He wants to take over the master bedroom. Throws out one EMP to get rid of any kind of disorientation or get rid of a bandit or mute jammer on the wall.
This time easily didn't get that easy off to take out Capitao. So this time Capitao can utilize it, and
Ducky is able to get that shot on a Nova, but takes a lot of damage in the process. The nade from Sledge is going to down him, and ZZ will finish him off with that L85. Now pushing up the stairs is going to be great, as well as Hibana. Let's see who Hibana is. That is Breezy. He's going to move on over, opens up the foot hatch, or the foot peak. He moves on over. Now, unfortunately, that's a little bit too big of a gap between the Hibana charges, and I don't think that's going to be able to get inside. That's not a big enough gap, or that's too big of a gap in order to hop on in. I want to say, we'll have to see. It looks like they might have actually worked.
that looks pretty okay for me.
We'll have to take a quick look here. I want to see this. Are they going to be able to get in? They actually can.
Yeah, they can.
That looked
looks
too
pretty
far
good.
apart for me, but they know what? They're pro players know more than I do when it comes to that.
Yeah, well. But still, it's also a very good position just to have visual info about if there's someone.
Ken's coming from meeting hall, able to get ZZ inside of the lobby, peeking out towards the white vans. He's coming around for the flank. It's a 4-on-3 with 50 seconds left to go. Ken's is now looking for a nice cheeky angle from beneath. Bones, though, able to pick up one kill onto Breezy. Taking a look at Easily. He's going to come from Classroom. The last two attackers. Titans holding the flank from behind. Ken's is going to push on in. Capitao's been injured. Now Ken's is going to peek around the corner. Titans there, ready for the kill. Turns around, gets a double, and he's going to try to pick up Great. It's a 2-on-1 right now. Can he get the pickup in time? You see Rams coming around for the pistol. Titans going to be there. One shot down, and another one. The double pistol kill from Rams, and that's going to be lethal. Winning round number 5.
And Yui saw again, I mean, okay, that was literally that this came through. Wow, well played here by Rams with a pistol kill, but also lethal. Yeah, this is their bomb site, and they defended it in the first round where it looked really dominating.
Yep.
And right now it looked also really good. That Thatcher actually got so much kills in the end. That was amazing. That was amazing. Turning around and getting so many kills.
When it comes down to making plays like that, where you're looking one direction, you get a kill, you instantly turn around, that is just called player intuition.
Yes.
And that's what these players, that's what these pro players have. These players that are at the highest level of competitive play in Rainbow Six, they have that intuition to know, I'm shooting one way, there's bound to be someone behind me, I'm going to turn and instantly be ready for that kill.
And this is also something which you can practice by playing against better opponents and try to read their movement. Because if you know what they're going to do, or if you can put yourself onto their position, then you know where to aim, maybe where to pre-fire, etc.
Yep. So we're going to see SoaR go back to their primary. I'm going to call it their primary with the job that they did the first time.
And they did a great job.
Their primary bomb site inside a kitchen and dining.
And they did great here in defending that one.
Attackers recovered the bomb. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Now, I am seeing the count climb. We're now at 505 votes. It just keeps on climbing. And I want to see this reach 750.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is
climbing very quickly. Keep it going. All right, so now we're here, action phase now. Round number 6. We do have SoaR Gaming in the lead 3-2. Again, this is the map number 2 between these two. Lethal took home the first win. SoaR trying to make sure we go into overtime.
And I think SoaR also has the potential right now to go. I mean, as you said, they have the momentum right now, and they're playing really good. Despite the last round, okay, but this is again, I mean, that was Lethal's defense. That was Lethal's spawn of choice in the first one, and usually the first one is the good one, the better one. So they really played it well.
Ooh, pre-fire from Ken's. Tries to wallbang Nova after spotting him out with a drone, but unfortunately just wasn't able to land any bullets. However, that doesn't mean Ken's is going to give up. He's here, determined to get Castle out of the bunk beds. Duckies is over here. He's going to push on into the main hall, push on down towards Kid's room, but he does have to worry about other defenders. It's not only Nova up here, we also have Great, and we also appear to have a dead Bones, as Breezy, playing Smoke, is able to pick that kill off.
And this is actually very good.
Woo, and Jaeger's going to fall to the likes of Duckies as he comes on in from the armory corridor and peeks off and gets the kill.
Actually, the opening frag was really good, but now that Jaeger is down, who was one of the roamers, gives the advantage to actually buying time from up top.
And it looks as though Nova, who was the castle up in small door, up in Kids' dorms, had to drop through the hatch, came back through kitchen, and now he's playing it safe right behind the tables in a bomb site.
I mean, the two roamers did a great job. Look at the timer. We are down to 55 seconds.
Yeah, and only one of them had to pay the price of their life.
Yeah.
So very well done. Like you said, 50 seconds left to go, a 4-on-4. The wall is just about to get opened up, but it's electrified. There's no Thatcher in range just yet to get that destroyed. And very nice angle by Kenz to get that shot into Breezy. However, Kenz is going to fall to ZZ now, and now we're going to have a 3-on-3, 30 seconds left. EMP is going to go out for Rams to finally open it up, but that's going to take about 10 seconds to get all this working.
This is really going to be close.
Here it is, gets all opened up. You do have ZZ all the way by the back stairwell. Drone's gonna go out there. Our 15 seconds left to go. Diffuser in the hands of Rams. He's gonna hop on in, looks to get the shots there. Titan though, gonna land a couple bullets through the wall. He will down Rams, and now it's all too easily. He's inside a bomb site, doesn't have Diffuser. He's able to down Rook, but can he get Nova? He's gonna go for the shots, he cannot. He's gotta reload now with that SMG-11. Goes for the kill, doesn't get it, and the defenders are gonna win round number 6.
Yeah. And this was taking way too long. And as we said, the price for one player dying up top while roaming so hard and defending it, and paying actually 2 minutes on hunting one person, I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine.
That is the epitome of a good lurking job.
Yes.
You don't necessarily need to get the kills, you just need to make them waste the time so that when it comes time for the push, the favor is in the defenders.
If you get a kill with that, that's even a better bonus. If you get a kill and can retreat to the bomb site, that's the best bonus you can have.
Golden.
That's golden. That's win now.
What's better than 1 kill and keeping your lurker alive? 2 kills and keeping your lurker alive. But just an update on the votes. We have 699 votes for this straw poll. We need 51 more to reach our goal. And you guessed it. If we reach 750, I'm going to raise that goal to 1,000. So make sure when you see that straw poll in channel, you go and hit up the vote. Basically what that vote for, again, is do you want to see a coin flip for when a coin flip is needed to determine the overtime on who is on which side?
I have to vote.
You have to vote?
I have to vote.
Okay, you go ahead and vote. We're going to get underway here. The prep phase is ending, the attack phase is beginning, and it is now match point with SoaR Gaming in the lead here on Oregon. Again, this is map number 2. SoaR Gaming wins this round. We will go into an overtime map. I'm drawing a blank on what that map is for the time being, but we'll be sure to update you on that in just a moment. We do have Ken's down here looking towards blue hall, blue corridor, blue room. Now the castle wall is there. It doesn't look like there's going to be a push in. You can see they brought the castle to stop that quick push from SoaR. SoaR, last time they were down here, instantly flew in. They're very cautious of it, and I think SoaR knows it, and that's why they aren't even paying attention to that entry point anymore.
And even though you can just ash it away and run through, because you don't need that much ash charges actually to get in there and have a proper setup. So you can ash it away and run through, but their setup, also the peak from big tower stairs into construction, it shows that no, you're not doing that again. That is just way too dangerous.
So keeping an eye here on the main floor, we do have Bones all alone. I'm sorry, Bones and Duckies are both inside of the meeting hall. EMPs are going out. Nova's going to be droning out here. It does get destroyed. That's going to force Duckies to relocate behind the middle sofa. Bones is also behind sandbags with a very good peek. Now he saw Nova strafe across, saw Great strafe across, and he's going to give away his position by pre-firing. Duckies is going to be caught in the crossfire as well. Nova gets 1 kill. Can he get the other? He's going to fall back behind the safety of the bricks, and it will be Castle falling as well. But the team kill, Titan takes down Bones and Great.
Oh.
A minute 15 to go, 4-on-3.
A hatch open already. That is good. That is a lot of time to work with. And to build up everything. Send someone downstairs. I mean, there has to be someone downstairs for the diffuser.
Now, we'll have to be cautious here because Easily is inside of the laundry room. Now, unfortunately for him, he's kind of in a tight spot. It looks like he might spot Titan, though. Titan's come on down the stairs. More pre-fire happens. That's going to force Easily to backtrack into the bomb site or into the hallway.
Bomb has been located.
This is where he's got to be cautious because this is what, if Easily dies, Lethal will not get this round. I do not believe Lethal will get this round. However, Easily can still save this with his gas grenades. There's 35 seconds left to go. Kens is holding on to Laundry, but the drop hatch is going to give away his position. You've also got Rams here playing Echo. He can also get this clutch here by keeping this alive. That pre-planted gas grenade, perfect. Slowed him down, 25 seconds to go. Second gas grenade is going to go out. Last gas grenade is going out towards A bomb site. And Breezy will take down Rams. That's Echo. Last one alive is going to be Easily, as it is Kens, who's been killed off. Last, it's all up to Easily. He's got to get this clutch in a 4-on-1. He turns around, and Nova is there to get the kill. SoaR is going to get this win. They get map number 2, and we are going into overtime on our third map.
Overtime?
On our third map.
Yeah,
It is
we
best
go
of 3.
to our third map.
Yes.
Okay.
Overtime,
I'm
third
confused.
map.
Okay. I'm confused.
So Lethal won the first map, SoaR won the second. We're now headed into our tie-breaking map, our best of 3 series. I'm going to figure out what that map is in just a few moments.
Yeah.
But as you see here, ladies and gentlemen, some very great and strong play by SoaR. Breezy
was-
top of the scoreboard with 9 kills. Not the highest we've seen, but still very strong for his team.
Totally. Also, the sophisticated attacks from SoaR. It looked really everything thought through. It worked. It worked really well. It worked also the defense. I was confused by kitchen dining.
Yeah.
That was, but they played it so
They
good.
made it work. Just like we've seen some
Yes.
teams,
Yeah.
very few teams,
Yeah.
but there has been 1 or 2 teams that have made bar and gaming room on Chalet work.
Yeah.
There have been teams that made the top floor work. I've even seen a team go up to the cash room of Clubhouse and make that work for them.
Yeah.
Once, not a second time.
but
but still,
it's a
these
good
teams are
surprise.
stretching the boundaries
Yeah.
of maps. And that's what we see SoaR doing. They're stretching the boundary of Oregon and saying, we're going to choose this as our primary bomb site. A lot of teams don't practice how to attack it, but we practice how to defend it.
Yes, exactly. And the thing is also that it's a good surprise. As I said, it's like throwing an ace into the deck and just show, okay, we can do that, but yeah, then maybe play 3 bomb sites because just have that one. We open it with that one and show us, okay, come on, show us what you got,
Show us what you got.
and then go with the next one, and the opponents will be, okay, what?
What?
Yeah.
So, guys, I'm looking at the straw poll right now. It's climbing. We're at 792 for the straw poll. I want to see us get to 1,000. We started with the goal of 500. You blew that out of the water. We got to 750. 205 more votes to go to see, are we going to start showing a coin flip on stream? I would like to see it. That was my vote. I said I wasn't going to say it, but I'm saying it now. I would like to see that coin flip.
Yes.
A lot of players would. A lot of teams would. I think you guys would, according to the votes. There are. I'm not going to actually give that result away. I don't know with straw poll. Can you see the results before you vote yourself?
Nope.
No, you can't. All right, so I'm not going to tell you the votes just yet, but I will say there is a dominant number
Yeah.
for what the outcome's going to be.
Yes. Is it no? Is it yes? Or is it maybe?
There's only 2 options. I'll tell
Okay.
you that much. But guys, we are going to cut to just a short break while we get the teams back in here. We are going to be playing on our third map. Again, I'll touch base with that in just a moment. While we get also updates for our losers bracket, figure out who's winning between STDX and Legions. So guys, stick around. We'll be back in just a few short minutes to finish off the rest of this series. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost time to get underway with map number 3 in this best-of-3 series between SoaR Gaming and Lethal Gaming. Lethal took home the first win on Cafe.
Yeah.
Second win went to SoaR on Oregon, which we just saw. We are going to be playing on Canal. Now, the off-stream game is still in their second match. I believe STDX is losing 3-2, or they might be up 3-2 on that map. Taking a quick look here. They are having a little bit of trouble hosting and getting that game underway. So hopefully we'll get that underway, because we don't want to have you guys wait for the winner of that map for us to do the losers bracket.
Exactly. And right now to our match, Canal.
Canal.
We saw it already. We saw SoaR actually being down 2-0. And then doing an incredible comeback.
They came back, was it 5-2 is what they ended up winning?
Yeah, 5-2? 5-2.
5-2, I think it was what that was. So
it was crazy play.
This is SoaR's map. I mean, they had a very strong showing in Oregon. Very strong showing, albeit not the first 2 rounds, but later on in Oregon against Allegiance.
Yep.
So I think we're going to see a lot of stuff coming from them. Now, if we had Lethal doing their job, if their manager was doing their job, they were watching that, keeping an eye on how that gets played, giving their team some intel. So we're going to get underway here with Canal, and let's take a look at those bomb sites. All right, and so here we are on Canal. We are going to have Lethal starting on attack, SoaR starting on defense. We're seeing Pulse come out once again from SoaR. That Pulse-Jaeger combo has been what they've chosen for that map room and a kitchen hold.
Let's see what Lethal is doing about that. I mean, we have seen Allegiance getting a bit lucky, but also then punishing it, which was good. But after that, it just didn't work anymore. They had serious trouble to get the server room and control room under control to plant the diffuser.
Yep.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
So here we are. We're going to see top 4 chosen first. Typically what we'll see from almost every team, especially SoaR, knowing that they like the White Tower. They like going top 4, then down to maps and kitchen. That's what I expect to see if they keep on winning their defensive rounds.
But also I think that Lethal is going to do that too, because the other bomb site is just way too dangerous right now. It probably also takes a long time to prepare a very good strategy, but then you have to test it, and it's really hard then to test it to get the feedback of the other team, like how will they adapt. But then again, if you practice it against just one certain team, it's their playstyle, but it doesn't fit the other playstyles, so it's really hard to find if that could work or not. So it is a long practice process.
So here we have a lot of elaborate openings or preparation that ZZ was performing. He opened up the window inside of security in case he needs to come around. He cleared off the doorway into bridge so he can easily open that up should he want to, but Kent is going to do that for him. He hit open the windows inside of the jail cell and map room. Then he also reinforced the jail wall as well as the map room wall. So he's doing a lot of work over here, a lot of preparation. Let's hope it pays off for him.
Yeah, let's hope so, because if they push him fast, he has to retreat up through stairs, or he's being cut off, which I assume the most, then he's having a lot of trouble.
So Ken's realizing that this window is open. I would expect Ken's, or at least someone from Lethal, to sit inside of security, or at least in red, to make sure no one crosses the bridge.
Yeah, and if we look at that, the box has been already EMP'd. Hibana already planted her charges.
And it's already been opened up.
It's already open, and look at the timer. They're pushing in already.
Yep. Lethal is not sitting on their rears for this one. They're pushing on in. Valkyrie is now spotted right by A bomb site. She's going to have to get out by the filing cabinets and tuck her booty away. Easily he's going to take that sledgehammer and open up the castle wall. Goes in for the shots, and that's going to force Valkyrie to relocate yet again. However, Easily took a lot of damage. She's down to about 3 health on a dream and is jumped out. Titan is going to be killing Easily.
That was just Titan, again, playing really good.
Aggressively, but very, very well thought out.
Yeah. And not too over-aggressive, because he knew at a certain point he also had to reload because he was spraying in.
So Ken's, again, definitely holding on to the angle down here. He knows that ZZ and Great like playing on this first floor. Nova's going to pick up that kill onto Rams, though, and Breezy's going to pick up that kill onto Bones. Last one alive is going to be, I'm sorry, it's a 5-on-2 right now. Last two alive are going to be Ken's coming in through Bridge. He's going to fight into Great now. Great's at the main stairwell. He's going to be rushing on over. He's actually going lower on the stairs. Gives away his position as Duckies is going to pick up Breezy's, and Great's going to be picked off by Kenzie's. And now it's up to Genwin against Pulse, who again is going to rotate on over into the main hallway of maps. Duckies is able to move on over. He's in the control room hallway. Wants to push on in, but he doesn't have the help that he needs to just yet. We do have Castle inside a box, and his Ducky's going to turn around and see. He does see Castle. And now Titan's going to rotate on over and barely escapes with his life. ZZ's going to rotate back upstairs, and Nova picks up that kill onto Ducks. And there will be Nova getting a second kill onto Ken's.
And again, Nova. This is his map.
This is his map.
This is his map. What I have to say right now is, okay, let's see what Lethal will do when they have to attack this bomb site, this particular bomb site, again. Because last time we saw Allegiance winning this, and then SoaR adapted. And now I want to see how Lethal will adapt to that.
Yeah.
They were very fast. That was okay, but then they had trouble with pulls in the basement, and then being picked one by one. They got information, but then
Attackers need to locate and
yeah.
defuse
I mean, okay, the Thatcher kill, yeah, that happens because you have to spray. There was someone in connector, that one was spotted, so you have to spray in, and then there is just Titan jumping out. I mean, okay, that happens.
Yeah, I mean, we can see Nova right there. 3 kills in the first round. He was the one that was shining for SoaR on this map previously. And I think, like you said, this is his map. This is where he feels comfortable. And you can see it in the way he plays. Not just the kills that he gets, but the way that he plays, the way that he maneuvers through this map.
And he plays a very good Doc here.
10 seconds to go.
And having someone playing Doc on a very good way
5
is
seconds to go.
golden, because he's literally, like you said, there's a 5.5 players on the field right now because he can overbuff himself, etc. And if he just uses the ability really good, he just won't die.
So it looks like, let's keep a quick look at Rams. Rams has his yokai in display. So again, we're seeing the yokai used not necessarily to stop the defuse later on. ZZ actually picking up Duckies very early on. That's smoke, or sorry, mute, going out early. But back to this yokai, this is kind of what we've seen Lethal utilize before, is get this drone into a place for the pinch, for the support of the lurkers, not necessarily for the support of the sentries.
Yeah, and look at where the drone is placed. I mean, it is a huge area which he can cover. There's the stairs.
It was a huge area. Now that nade went off and destroyed it, but still.
I mean, this happens when you put yokai below box, and there's a Thatcher involved, so.
Ooh, Titan with a slow peek, almost gets decapitated by Rams. He will be spotted out, though, inside a connector. Box is going to get opened up, and it looks as though Bones is going to fall to Breezy. Titan now trying to shoot in from server side platform over by his filing cabinets. It's a 5-on-3 with 1:45 to go. Upside down rappel is in Breezy's favor, as now he's here trying to get some shots through the circle monitors. Won't spot anyone, won't tap anyone just yet. Great's down in display, holding Ken's at a broad as he is inside a kitchen hallway. ZZ's on the west windows, potentially able to get Rams. All he has to do is go over to the window to his left. He might see it, but instead, Rams is going to pick up Breezy outside a box. Titan's going to get onto Ken's, and now it's a 4-on-2. 75 seconds left to go.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Oh, right there, he's going to see his feet shoot through the white desk and doesn't land the shots that are needed. And there's going to be Rams popping up and getting the kill onto ZZ. Trying to turn the odds back into his favor. 60 seconds left to go, a 3-on-2. Titan droning out, spotting Echo behind circle monitors. Great's going to move on over and potentially get easily underneath. Looking to pre-fire, just random fires through the floor. Don't necessarily know where he's at. Nova's going to drone as well. Taking a quick look at the push that's about to ensue. We're going to see SoaR pushing on in, going against easily. Rams is going to be having the angle to strafe across and get the kill. They know the push is going to come to server. They're relocating themselves, going over. There's 30 seconds to go. Easily going to go for the shots onto Nova. He gets the kill onto Titan, and Nova's going to make a push with Great now. He pushes on left. Great's going to push on right. Who's going to get the kill there? It's going to be Nova getting the kill. Now looking over here at Rams. He's tucked away by Filing Cabinet. There are 15 seconds to go. Nova's got the diffuser. He needs to push in, get that plant down, and that's what he's going for right now. Great's holding onto the angle. Very nice angle he's holding. Got the intel, forcing Rams to relocate and strafe on over to the hallway. He's going for the kill onto Nova. Can he get it? He cannot. And that G36 is going to pellet right through Rams' chest and get him down.
What I liked right now about SoaR, actually, they also got control over windows at control room. I mean, ZZ got taken out, okay, by Echo after not landing the shots through the bomb. But right now, also, Echo did a great job in trying to survive. But the plant and the execution, it got close at a certain point of time. But it got really close after being a very dominant. After being very dominant in their attack. Yeah, but I like they didn't do the window control before. On when they played Allegiance, they didn't do the window control. They didn't go for, okay, we have to hold the windows, so we have all the control and we limit the movement area of the defenders, etc. So this was well executed.
I think, like we said earlier, this is SoaR's map. I think it might have been a little bit of a miscommunication or oversight on Lethal's part to let this map through, seeing as how well SoaR did before on it, how well they're doing now.
This is, right now, what SoaR is playing is just beautiful Rainbow Six, to be honest. Also Nova being really good with Ash and Doc and being always in the right positions, and it's just great.
I was about to say it's a little odd how they reinforce the top, they open up the drop hatch, and then no one's up here, but Great decides to rotate back up. Now Rams is on the outside. Let's take a quick look over at Rams. He's holding onto the diffuser. He was repelled outside of the white building, forcing his bullets in through the server window, almost going to Filing Cabinet and nicking Titan. Almost. Titan is going to light up a little bit of the window himself. Now, usually that is the response to those bullets are more bullets from Red going right back to him. Doesn't look like anyone was there to answer that call, though.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes you also do it for sound, but there's just one bullet enough. Yet, you're right. It was more or less just, sometimes you just tease about this, get information, is there someone on Red, is he sniping through, but yeah, there we see Sledge.
Yeah, so now we're seeing basically a dual combination between Easily and Rams. Rams is outside on the server platform. We did just see Sledge open up the north window to server, and Bones is also going to work his way in. Rams is holding onto the angle for Connector, allowing Bones to look down main hall and also open up the rest of this window to eventually make the push in. Easily is going to be droning out the top floor, and it looks as though the defenders have already rotated downstairs, gotten out of top floor with not any pressure at all. Very little pressure given by the attackers.
But look at how, and there's ZZ again.
ZZ again, yeah, like you said, he's a magician. He magically appears downstairs. He jumped out of the window, got the kill on the west windows.
And GG. That was well played by him again. But look at the time.
Drop hatch gets opened up, scares Great, easily able to get that headshot down onto him. And now ZZ's got to be very cautious of that hatch himself.
And the window.
The window actually I think is what he opened up to jump out of in the garage.
Okay.
And get that kill. Breezy hears that barbed wire being destroyed. He's going to pop on up and get back into the maps room with the cover of the rest of his team. But they've got to be weary of the push into kitchen. You see Doc there, he's ready to go. Looks like window shots are going to come flying in from, I want to say that is Sledge. I think that was Sledge out there. Let's take a quick look.
And he was top down hanging. And Nova had a hard time finding where he's being shot from.
Looks like we're going to see Rams pick up that kill into Titan as he pushes on into the kitchen. You're going to see Breezy try to turn his back, and he'll be killed off by Rams as well. Easily able to get that shot into Nova, and Kens will get the last shot into ZZ. A very quick execution and conclusion to this round for Lethal.
That was really good executed. I mean, right now, again, the timing did work. The aim was working and everything on Lethal's part. let's see what SoaR is making out of this information, how they got attacked, how they lost their defense. So they either they win this now and take their lead into the next round, and then defend again and get another lead. So this is going to be really interesting. But also now it's up to Lethal to defend their spot now.
Yep.
And make it even, so they stay in the winner bracket.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
Or
this is
actually going to the
Lethal's.
final.
This is Lethal's defensive spot. They lost it the first time with SoaR's very strong attack.
Yeah.
But Lethal did get their first mark on the board, albeit they're still not in the lead on this map.
Yes.
They can still come back.
Yeah.
For an update for you guys on Set to Destroy versus Allegiance, it is 3-3 right now on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is their second map, and I believe we said that STDX won the first map.
Yeah.
So if STDX can win this one on Clubhouse against Allegiance, they'll be moving into the top of the winners, the top of the losers bracket. Correct.
Exactly. The loser bracket final.
Located by attackers. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Easily spotting that drone. Nice eyesight there, and he's going to barricade that back up. Looking at Titan and the rest of the attackers. Let's take a look. I believe they're going to start making a push for the top floor. Well, obviously the top floor due to the bomb site being there, but the server side top floor is where Titan's going to first situate himself. We've got Breezy going up to box side. He's first keeping an eye on the box hallway. Before he gets all the way up, he does notice that there's bandit swapping going on. He knows that the charge will be there should he try to go for the plant, so I wouldn't expect him to go for it just yet. Titan has one EMP left, and it's going to have to be used to get that box opened up.
Exactly, but this is nice that they actually do a bandit juggle here.
Well, I was going to say what we're seeing here from Nova is kind of a Season 1, Season 2 way of getting rid of that bandit juggling, going from garage through jail up through box.
Since Mute has been played a lot more often, they use this again, the positioning below the garage.
Easily going to pick up a kill as well as Ken's onto ZZ and Breezy. It's Sledge and Thermite both going down. However, that box wall did get opened up. Thermite did his job, but easily is going to pick up another kill into Great. It's not looking like it's SoaR's round as it's 5-on-2. Lethal right now has the man count by a lot.
Lethal is just doing great here.
Very good angle by Duckies. Not one that is typically expected, but as Titan strafes across, Ducky's going to land a bullet or two. Not onto him, but Ken's is there to get the other crossfire. However, Bones gets downed by Nova, and he's going to strafe away and get on over to the bomb site.
Nova against the world.
It is all up to Nova. He's inside a box hall. He's gassing out. He's going to move on in. Goes for the kill onto Bones. However, Rams is there to strafe across, get the side swipe onto him, and that's going to be Lethal winning round number 4. It's now tied even, 2-2.
And this is something what we have, deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
Because against Allegiance went 2-0, and now Lethal did a great job adapting.
Yep.
They did a great job adapting. The aggressiveness worked out. The defense with Echo. This is like a surprise for me, like with being Echo. That I've been seeing Echo where Yokai was used really good, but then when Yokai was down, that the actual operator was giving the players trouble, probably because he's a heavy armor operator, and then the gun maybe. But here it just works out. They're playing really good.
So now SoaR is back onto their favorite bomb site, the one which they have been dominant on the entire night. We'll have to see how this all plays out. I definitely expect Jaeger and Pulse to situate themselves inside of Maps and Kitchen. It seems like this has been exactly how they set up every time, and it's worked out for them the majority of the time. However, after today, I feel as though players and teams are going to go back, see SoaR only doing this strategy, want to go against them on Canal and be ready for this kind of defense.
Yeah, exactly. And this is again also, if SoaR says, okay, come on, challenge us on Canal, this gives them the best practice about how to adapt to different to people who know how we play. Because at a certain point, you have to develop a kind of default setup that adapts mid-game, mid-round, maybe. So sometimes it's like, okay, roaming, it just doesn't work because they're just swarming in from every direction. Just drop down, because sacrificing yourself at a certain point maybe is not even the right idea.
Yeah, and it looks as though we have ZZ, who took quite a bit of damage from the top of red. Bullets went flying down from top of red through the maps room window and nailed Pulse just a little bit, down to about 60 or 70 health. Nova tried to cover him for a little bit, but he's going to have to evade some bullets of himself because he got droned out. Bones still on top. Now he's got his drone in the back of circle monitors. I'd be cautious to use that drone any more other than just to see. And he will spot Titan. Tries to go for some window shots onto him, force him around a little bit. Now he knows no one's behind circle monitors, but he does see Titan. Actually, he doesn't see Titan. He sees the wall for which Titan is behind.
We see Titan.
We see Titan. That orange outline is irremarkably Titan.
But
A bomb has been located.
Let's take a quick look at how the defense is set up on this top floor. We've got Breezy inside of A bomb site. Nova's going to be in the connector. Titan's going to relocate with him. We do have Great and ZZ again down here. Kenz is going to go for this in a one-on-two basically, trying to go against these two. Either that or his job is to just hold them steady.
yeah, and the thing is, for example, what Nova did, retreating into the connector, that is a great idea because there's every window's open. Lethal has the window superiority. They have the windows under control, and this is again opening all the windows, and this is how much you limit the movement of the defenders. But
coming down from above is going to be Breezy trying to land the shots onto Ash, but instead Ash is going to relocate, or actually fight that herself, and go back up the stairs and just annihilate Breezy from the bum. Here it is, a 4-on-4 though, which is Great's going to push on out. Kenz is going to pick up that kill as well as ZZ trades it off nice and easily. And we've got a 3-on-3 on our hands with 30 seconds. However, Rams and Nova each getting a piece of the pie. It's a 2-on-2. The last two are being spotted by ZZ. C4 is going to go. Nova's going to get that kill before the C4 gets exploded. ZZ blows it, and boom. Nice job by ZZ.
well played here, totally well played. The thing is, I wonder why they actually retreat onto stairs, the roamers, and just get picked off one by one by one.
Yep.
That was like, come on, you guys knew. It already was called. So, the thing also is having the roamers actually downstairs because, hey, they're going to be the guys, the opponents will have the window superiority. So they will have them under control. We will have limited movement. Why stack up on the bomb sites?
Yep.
So we give us ourselves more room and stay below and use that. And that worked out. And then you have ZZ. ZZ happened.
So we could be seeing match point here because this is the less favorable of the two sites. Lethal's going to have their hands full trying to hold on to this bomb site. Now looking at here, we do have an update for you. Set to destroy, down one round here against the Legions. It's 4-3 on Clubhouse. I think Allegiance, I mean, obviously Allegiance wants to get this win against them because it'll take it to the third map.
Yep.
They'll have another opportunity to get themselves back in order. Because if Allegiance loses that map on Clubhouse, it's over.
It's over.
It's done
Yep.
for them.
Yep.
That means Set to Destroy is going to be at the top of the losers bracket. They still have a chance to fight the loser of this game to go to the grand finals against the winner of this game.
Yeah. And now let's see, just as a mind game, if SoaR loses this, we have a rematch.
We do, and that's very similar to what we had
Yep.
yesterday with Penta and playing Ducks.
Yep. But right now, from the performance from SoaR, I'm not literally convinced that they are not going to make it.
Yeah,
Because they're just playing so good right now.
They are. They're playing very strong. However, I mean, they were up 2, they lost 2, they're now up 1. It's just a matter of things are flip-flopping back and forth depending on the bomb site that they're being forced to defend.
Exactly. And if their attack works out or not. Because the attack that didn't work out for them, It was more or less also just a timing issue because, yeah, the timing issue gives the opponents a 5-1 in the maximum, a 5-1 situation. So how do you expect someone to go into a room and kill 5 people? This just doesn't work. So everyone shoots a bullet, then wait for the next one. It's just, it's like shooting birds, you know? It's just, okay, they come one by one anyways.
And it looks as though Thatcher's going to be taking quite a hit here. He's down in display, but Great's able to make a capitalization on that, as we did have Ken's try to go for the final kill onto him, and he'll be domed off himself. And unfortunately, it looks as though SoaR disconnects, and we're going to have Easily picking up that kill into Titan as Nova gets Easily. And it's a 3-on-3 at the moment with 1:25 to go. ZZ's going to be inside a garage. He's going to be opening up the main corridor, or right behind the map's desk.
That's actually pretty good. Getting control.
Again, it's a 3-on-3. Rams is going to be here inside of Map's room looking. He's got to be cautious of the holes beneath him because that is where Buck is looking. Now, he does have a few more shotgun shells left of that master key he's able to use if he needs it. We see him just pre-firing some of those pre-made holes. 50 seconds left to go. Nova's going to be moving on in from display. Breezy's going to get injured inside of jail cell. But the wall gets opened up. ZZ's going to move in, get the shot on the bones, and Ducky going to get a team kill as well as pick off Nova. It's a one-on-one. Valkyrie's going to be the last one alive here for the defense. 35 seconds to go. Ducky's inside a kitchen. We've got ZZ moving into jail cell, going to pick up the diffuser and most likely get behind this table after he drones it out. This table is bulletproof, so all he has to do is get behind it, start the plant down. But Ducky's knows he's here. No C4 in hand, though. Plant will go down.
And it's a safe plant.
Attackers activating.
So as soon as he hears it, ZZ gets on out in the jail cell. And now it's just a matter of get your drone out, see if you might be able to get a little bit of intel. Ducky's going to have to move on over. He sees that no one's to the right. He's got to focus on the left. There he is, looks towards jail. Does he know he's there? He's got to tuck himself back in the corner. Ducky's is going for the kill. He does get it.
Whoa.
And that's lethal. Not ready to give this up just yet. We're headed back to a 3-3 tie at the moment.
Wow, well played here. Totally. But as ZZ, I would have maybe just jump out and then rappel and use the window. Like the direct vision onto the diffuser. But because what else could he have done? Just rappel. I think
couldn't have
it's
done
most,
too much.
Yeah. Or maybe also go onto red.
Yeah.
Try go upstairs, circle to red, and just have the snipe onto the, because I think the diffuser was late so that you have the window and you could have had direct vision from the other building.
He could have. He could have.
That I mean, it takes like a long time to go there, but still.
Yeah, I mean, judging or looking at how Valkyrie kind of played that and where she was looking, the potential was there for Buck to just stay prone at the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
Because Valkyrie was first looking to the right, didn't glance down at foot level behind the table. Never. She just straight looked left to jail cell.
And she was always on the standing headshot.
Yep, she was at the standing headshot, very possibly the crouched headshot, but not the prone. So with that, as you saw, we are going to have to remake the lobby, guys. So we'll be back in just a few short minutes here once we get a break on and get everyone back in lobby. And I'm looking forward to the conclusion. Again, this is map number 3 of this series. So the winner of this will move on to the grand finals. The loser of this will play the winner of the losers bracket between Allegiance and Set to Destroy. Currently, last update we had on that was 4-3. Allegiance was leading on Clubhouse. So stick around, guys. We'll be back in just a few short minutes to see the conclusion of this map. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to see the conclusion of Canal, which is our overtime map, our best of 3 map, number 3 map.
Yeah, it's
in
the
this
third
best of
map,
3.
the tiebreaker.
So the score we've been given, the one that I recall happening, is 3-3 right now. Lethal and SoaR tied neck and neck.
And the thing is that SoaR playstyle, I like it. Lethal is completely different. SoaR is maybe is a good build around Nova, ZZ, Titan.
Okay.
Like it's good build around those. But Lethal is they thought about, okay, we do an operator pick. We go into 3-speed operators and let's see what we can do with those. Now, do timings go fast? Like, how does it work?
Yeah.
So they are a bit more in-depth strategists, but they're not like a Nova who has a very good in-game sense. I mean, okay, the last clutch was really good. The last Valkyrie clutch, finding Buck in the corner, in the jail.
Yep.
That was, I mean, literally going all the way around.
Yeah,
I was like, nah, come on.
He had to take a chance there because Valkyrie looked around in the jail, took the time. Buck could have snuck around. I think it was Buck, was it?
Yeah, it was Buck.
It was Buck. Could have snuck around outside of jail, gone to display, come in through the main corridor into Mapster and gotten the flank onto her. Might have been what we wanted to do, but ultimately he decided to stay inside a jail cell, and we go from there.
We actually elaborated that too because we had so many possibilities. We were like, okay, he can go out to the red, just aim at it, just go outside Rapil.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many possibilities what he could have done. But, I mean...
He ultimately can only choose one way.
Exactly. And imagine yourself in this position. You have a million ways. And you just... It's literally... You can't tell him, like, okay, this was maybe a mistake. No, it was just the winner.
Yep.
It's a clutch. I mean, there was no bad decision-making. It was just like this. It happened.
It's how it happened.
Yeah, this is how it happened.
Here we are now again. It's 3-3. Lethal and SoaR tied. This is the third map in this best of 3. Winner of this goes to the grand finals. Loser of this goes into the losers bracket.
And the winner of this gets 1 point extra in the final.
Yes. Which we will again touch base on because that is a little confusing to some on how this bracket structure works. So we'll be sure to touch a base on that before we get into the grand finals.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Actually, back in the days, you had to win 2 best of 3s. When it was double elimination, when you came into the final, you had to win 2 best of 3s.
Sounds like a lot of gaming.
That was a lot of gaming.
So SoaR, right? Oh, actually, see right here, Set to Destroy and Allegiance are now tied 4-4 going into overtime on Clubhouse. Again, that's the second map. Allegiance needs to get this win if they want to stay in it. They will then proceed on to a third map, and we will be finishing up this one and taking a break until we find a winner for that map, or that series.
10 seconds.
So SoaR is doing nothing different in this kind of way because everything last time worked out pretty well. ZZ just doing a great job with his bolts. Sometimes being a bit off position, but this is decision making based on so many
Castle
information.
taking quite a bit of damage here. He's down to 40 health.
Wow.
Was he trying to? I think he was trying to castle wall this. I think he was trying to and got the brunt end of some bullets from Rams. So unfortunately, a little bit of late reinforcement is going to cost Doc a couple stim pistols to get him back up to speed. And Nova again holding on to top floor, looking down towards the bridge of red. More bullets are going to go flying in, but he's covered for the time being. We do have Duckies who's outside by parking, looking down towards display. Now what mainly Duckies is going to be doing is pushing on and trying to lay some pressure, I would assume, onto the lurkers on first floor.
Yeah. And open windows. I mean, he's sledge on come.
Ooh, easily picks up a very good kill onto Nova. That's Doc falling. Titan gonna try to push some pressure onto Buck. That's gonna force him to relocate and actually fall off the ledge. Marginally, he takes a little bit of damage, but he's gonna get back up onto north windows and try to come at it from a different angle. And we do have Pulse, who's inside a map room, took a lot of damage inside. Looks as though Bones is going to be picking off Breezy. And now with the operators that are hurt, we're having Pulse get killed off by Kens. In a 5-on-2, it is looking very good for Lethal. They seem to have picked apart SoaR's defense now that they keep on doing the exact same thing. And this is exactly what I think Lethal has been waiting for, a break such as this. However, Great is making it tough for him as he does pick off Lethal. Easily and Bones are going to pick off a piece of themselves, getting Great and Titan, and that's going to be round number 7, going to Lethal Gaming.
That was a beautiful display of anti-strat. That was just working so well. That was just beautiful to see from Lethal. Literally, that was amazing. Having Nova falling down, because Nova has a very big key position on his main position behind the desks or behind the screens. Then rotating into the connector, this is like his basic movement. But he died he was the first one to fall.
Yep.
And with him being a key player, that is really hard. That is something you don't want to see, you don't want to have.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
And then
the
Lethal
bomb.
just did good.
I feel like if SoaR wants to keep up on playing the same role, playing the same setup that they have, they want to put that pulse down into map room. What they have to do is, whoever that is, I believe it's ZZ almost every time,
Yeah, ZZ, yeah.
he's going to have to station himself prone on the left side of this impenetrable table, and it has to be prone because the Lethal, the attackers know that, hey, I just need to get on top of red, shoot down in, and he's going to be right on the other side facing this wall.
Yeah.
So all that Pulse needs to do is a little tweak, a little change,
Yes.
position himself behind that metal table, and that should be all that's needed to make that still viable in the late games.
5 seconds
Exactly.
left until insertion.
Then he would have also, I mean, he needs to stand up at a certain point of time because he needs to move, but still he could have crouched, like, he could have prone move away. But,
Now,
or
Ken-
maybe just switch the pulls away. Maybe just swap it to a different operator.
Kens was very attentive right there, saw he got droned out. He's now over in display as Ducky is aggressively attacking the TV and removing it from his line of sight. Now again, the last time Rams had his drone here, had his yokai, it got naded out due to all the barbed wire. So with that being the case, I would expect Rams to move it.
No,
However,
it was the MP upstairs from Thatcher because he's like directly.
there it
below
is, another
box.
EMP. However, Great was disoriented a little bit. He's waiting for that to cool on down before he goes for another push. Kens, however, is going to hold on to that angle from the bottom of the main stairwell. Another EMP, another few bullets from Kens is going to try to go against Great. Great's now progressing further down the bridge, almost into display.
A bomb has been located.
Taking a look at Easily, though. Easily's over here in kitchen hallway, again, trying to help Crossfire create a little bit of movement, a little bit of distortion from Kens, who migrated from the stairs over into maps.
And now assisting there. But
Let's take a quick look at where the attackers are coming from. It looks like they're all coming north windows, balcony of bridge. Everything's focusing on A.
yeah, on box. They want to go in box.
We do have Titan right outside of box. The wall has been opened up. Nova's going to be in with his drone. Same with Breezy. Ken's is still going to be downstairs in Mapstream. You've got Rams in connector, as well as you've got Bones right behind the circle monitors. Let's take a quick look over here at Bones, who is proned right by the big window of circle. He's going to poke his head up, not spot anyone on top of red. Luckily for him, though.
Attackers
Yeah.
dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the
Ducky's
diffuser.
stationed inside of the server room. There's not much pressure for him, so he's going to have to move around, try to get a better angle. ZZ and Breezy are each going to pick up Rams and Bones. The C4 from Ducky's is going to get Nova. A 4-on-3 at the moment with 40 seconds to go. Diffuser in the hands of Titan. He's moved his way into box. He's going to go for the plant. And is Breezy going to be able to cover in time? Looks as though Great and ZZ are going to pick up Ducky's and Easily. And now we've got a 4-on-1. Diffuser has been planted. It's all up to Jaeger. Can he get the clutch here? Ken's in a 1-on-4. He goes and gets one. Goes for the third or the second kill. Not going to land the bullet just yet. There's the headshot he needed. Turns around with a pistol. He's got Sledge, who's rotated outside. He's repelled on the balcony. Now he's going to move on over to the top of box platform. You've got Capital inside of the main hallway, looking at the stairs. Great's covering from server. You've got ZZ, who's now waiting for the defuse plant, but it looks like he's hitting it. Will he get it in time? He's looking for the left side, the right side. Can he see ZZ? He sees the shoulder and just cannot get it in time. And it looks as though Great is going to pick up that headshot, and we are now in a 5-5 overtime.
Why was he?
He got off of it, I think, because he heard Sledge drop.
Yeah, he was in the last stroke, was he?
1 or 2 strokes, and that would have been game.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That
So-
was literally.
Oh, sorry, it's not 5-5. That's 4-4 overtime. We're going into overtime
We're
now.
going into overtime. No, we are 4-4.
So it is 4-4. We are going to remake, I believe, if the players decide to back out. It's the team's priorities to back out and allow for the overtime to happen. If the teams are set in the way they want to be, that's how it'll be played. So looks as though we will stay here, as no one has backed out just yet for the coin flip or anything of the sort, which I think everyone doesn't mind.
No.
I don't think we want to see another disconnect.
No. I like it that they are.
Other than the 900 people that voted for a particular answer in the straw poll.
Oh my God.
So here we have SoaR again going to their top hatch, their top bomb site. Are they going to make a little tweak? Are they going to make a little change? Because it didn't work out for them last time. Did not work out. Lethal was able to go against it.
Yeah. The also again the issue was that Nova got taken out pretty early. Nova is peeking again on the A bomb side, like directly at the A bomb. He's peeking outside to red, which is he's having. Oh my God, this is a great position.
He's got really good lines of sight, really good angles, but at the same time he's done it every single round.
Yeah. But always every single round in different positions. Like he was also leaning left on the other side. So, but this gives the longer you do that and the more often you do that, the more the more cautious the attackers are. And yeah, there was damage dealt. ZZ again.
Yeah, ZZ picking up a couple feet shots onto Easily, dropping him down to about 15 health very early on in the round. However, he did escape with his life. That sledgehammer is still going to be useful to get rid of some of the castle barricades. We'll just have to see how useful in the coming minutes. We've got Ken's trying to put some taps on through the windows into ZZ, and right now he's able to evade those shots.
Bomb located by attackers.
Rams is going to be out. Looks as though the box was opened up. Hibana's going to be sitting out here on the brick pile. And again, this is some of that communication, the work, the teamwork that we've seen Lethal and SoaR both perform here tonight on this Canal map.
And I think that was the call that they should push A. Because, I mean, they saw Nova now going into the connector.
Yep.
So they know he's in the connector. They can just aim at the angle. Bones has it. So right now, this was the call that the A-bomb site is literally clear. I mean, there's no one on it.
Incendiary goes flying from Bones into connector. That's going to force Nova to just tuck himself into the corner. Breezy's going to be taken down by Easily. It's now a 4-on-5. 75 seconds left to go in the round. ZZ's still underneath. Nova wants to go for the peak. He's got to be very cautious, though, because there is going to be that is Bones to get that shot onto Nova. Titan's able to trade it off onto Duckies and finish him down for the count.
Attackers need to protect it.
Smokes are going to go flying in from Bones. They might go in for the plant there as the diffuser is there. Easily, however, is going to pick up that headshot on the Titan. It's now all up to Pulse, who's underneath, taking a little bit of damage here. ZZ, though, he can get the clutch. He just needs to play the same way. Instead of using that heartbeat sensor, instead of shooting through the floor, he's going to come up the main stairs and pay the price for it. Last one alive on the defenders is going to be great. He will fall to Rams, and it's going to be Lethal winning this round, taking it from SoaR, and they are going to be going to the grand finals here today to go up against our next winner. I'm sorry, no, it's overtime.
No, it's overtime.
I
It's
keep
one more
on
round.
thinking. We still have
like,
many more rounds.
It's two possible two more rounds.
It's possible to, yes.
And we are now in map and match
I'm just so hyped. I see these teams winning every round. I'm like,
And
let's go, let's go, let's go.
The thing is, what I just saw was the same way they lost to Allegiance the first two rounds.
Yep.
The coming up the stairs. This is the problem with the roaming. They should have been faster up. I mean,
Yeah,
that was so
that's.
sad.
I mean, you saw exactly. Yeah, we called it out as it happened. Is that the Pulse, instead of using the heartbeat sensor, shooting up through box, he insists on going up the stairs, and it's costing him every time he does that.
But Lethal doing a great job here.
They are. They are.
They're doing a great job. They're not this individual. It looks like that there's not one individual that is doing all this stuff. I mean, Kens and Bones, they're really doing a great job, but it's a very good team play. I mean, looking at that, their team play is just crazy.
They're definitely showing the cohesion that a lot of teams lack.
Yeah.
Both of these teams are. You can see them capturing one another, covering each other, and being able to basically get people doing what they need to do.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
So here we are on the attack phase. Again, this is match point for Lethal. It's 5-4 overtime. If Lethal can win this, they'll move on to the grand finals. Then we'll cheer and celebrate like I did previously.
Yeah.
As Easy's got his drone inside a display with Breezy. They're staring at each other. Not quite sure what kind of intel they're gathering. Oh, they actually spot the yokai. The invisible yokai just came around.
I think yokai is just invisible when it's on top, right? Not when it's on the ground.
May have been a screen glitch though, but it looked invisible to me. But now Great's going to move on forward into display. Breezy's going to hold the angle while their barbed wire gets destroyed. However, Breezy then decides to go all the way up to box platform. He's got to be careful because the electric is there. He must be wearing rubber boots because he's not getting shocked by going up, stepping on top of the electric wall.
And there we have the Thatcher. Timing is okay.
There he goes. Now again, that hatch or that opening is a little bit too high. He's not able to actually get a headshot from standing with it. But a minute 30 left to go. It looks as though Titan's going to be the first one to fall by Bones. Great's going to be moving inside a display. Kent is going to pick up a kill of himself onto ZZ. A 5-on-3 at the moment. It is looking very good for Lethal. However, Easily did take a little bit of damage here. He's going to rotate upstairs with his buddy Bandit and Castle. Kens is going to be downstairs by the garage. He wants to push on out here. He's waiting for the call to say if someone's going to be on west windows or north windows so he can go for the kill. 60 seconds left to go. Rams is relocating the yokai to up top for the push that's going to be coming in through box. He moves it on over. He's going to get in position. He actually spots Breezy on the window right here. He's going to get that disorientation, potentially push on out to get the kill. Breezy's now just sitting here. His foot is actually exposed. A very poor placement for being here. Now, I want to say Easy's actually going to see him here. Goes for the shots. Breezy's able to kind of fight that off a bit. 30 seconds to go. Easy's looking down from the circle monitors. It looks like Nova's inside, but not going for the plant just yet. Breezy's able to get one down, but Kent is going to get Great, and it looks like Nova's going to turn around and pick off Easily. It's now a 2-on-2 when it was a 5-on-3. We do have Thermite, who's been injured 19 seconds ago. Nova's in the back of circle monitors. He's going for the plant. He will get the plant down. Duckies, though, is going to hold onto the angle to back of circle monitors. Kent is able to pick off Breezy, and there it is, a 2-on-1 at the moment. Kent is here inside a box. You've got Duckies shooting on the side. He's going to go for the kill into Duckies. Will he get it? Nova going ham, and there's going to be the kill, and we will have Lethal winning 6-4 against SoaR if they can find the diffuser in time, and it looks like Ken's will.
That would be hilarious.
There we go. Let's celebrate now. We do have Lethal winning this matchup, winning this best-of-3 series. They're moving on to the grand finals. We are going to see SoaR Gaming face off against the winner between Set to Destroy